Hello, beautiful people. How you doing? How you holding up during Pisces retrograde? Mercury retrograde in Pisces and Jupiter retrograde in Pisces. After this big eclipse with Virgo and the blood moon. Whew. I already did a reading on all this before, but I did it way early too, because I had a feeling that there was a chance that I might slow down. And sure enough, that was true. I did. What about you? Have you been slowing down at the end of winter here in the Northern Hemisphere during a time that major planets are in retrograde, calling for us to reassess and review and slow down a little? Has that been what you've been up to? Don't worry, it's not forever. Things are going to speed up, actually. The year of the horse, things are going to get faster. But right now is our slow period. Today, Aries just went into Venus, so our hearts are feeling more awake, and that's nice. But next month, there's going to be a stellium in Aries, and yeah, things are going to move fast this year. Some of us might think that we're going to be tired all year, but it's not going to be like that for a lot of us, for all of us. It's not going to be like that for all of us. All right. So enough of me telling you what I think. I'm going to tap into doing some card pulls, since I already did a reading on Mercury retrograde like a few weeks ago, and I already talked about that. You can look to that. It was just basically was like, there's going to be a lot of emotions and be really creative and yada yada. With Jupiter in retrograde in Cancer. So I am going to just do some card pulls for the collective and see, maybe there's some answers here that you might be looking for. So I'm just going to speak to some things that are going on that I think might be going on. I can only guess, right? And you're welcome to leave comments if there's ever anything that you want to know or you want me to read on. I will gladly touch base on those things, but for now, just kind of channel it. Pisces season, whew. Mercury retrograde, whew. Anyway, okay, so I know a lot of folks are having a lot of dreams right now. So that's one of the questions I'll ask. A lot of folks are feeling more tired lately than usual, or they felt like they had some get up and go, and then they were slowed down again because of the astrological placements. So that's another thing that I'll draw a card on. I'll draw a card in general for love during retrograde and what that is all about, for anyone that might be interested in love or creative partnerships. I'll do a drawing for that too. Let me think, what else would be? A lot of memories from the past are coming up for people, and what are they supposed to do with that? Okay, so let's go ahead and start with people that are maybe fearful that things have slowed down in their life, whether that's their career or their general energy in general and all that jazz. What card do we have to pull for them? What do the cards have to say for those folks that are feeling that like, oh, slowing down and the slowdown? All right, here we go. Just gonna pull. Okay, got 2 cards. Yep. Okay, so the first card I've got is Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands could very much be Aries. It's fire, holding a torch. So you've had some creative ideas. You've had some things that you want to get started on. You've had some ideas, whether it's to start your own business, it's new beginnings that you're excited about, and that you were excited about before you got tired, and maybe you're still excited about these things, or maybe you're just reignited today. Hold that torch. Don't let go of that torch. Those things are still valid. You might have had a bunch of energy. Hold on. You might have had a bunch of energy, and I need to change hands. and then felt like things slowed down. It's okay to use devices, walking devices, you know, there's this thing that's coming into my mind right now. The rod and the staff, they comfort me. If you're walking through, if you're on a long journey, maybe you have to climb that hill to get to that castle in the background. It's okay to grab a stick and lean on it. You are at the beginning of new growth and new beginnings. And just because things feel tired right now, that's okay. You're still there. It's still going to happen for you. And then the other card that came up was the Queen of Cups. Drink a lot of water. Pay attention to whatever, medicine can also be poison. Poison can be medicine. So it's not the Temperance card. The Temperance is like an angel that's pouring like liquid from one vessel to another. But you can tell like she's psychic. It's the Queen of Cups, so it's like the receptivity of Pisces. Let ideas come to you, let feelings come to you, and look at them and observe them. Know that your wishes are coming true. Know that like things that you wanted are beginning and they are starting. They will be happening, and don't overindulge in things that are going to inebriate you to the point where you miss out on certain opportunities. You are seen as someone who is a queen, someone who has authority on particular matters, someone who has emotional maturity. You are seen as someone who can navigate emotions, and you are being looked to as an example of how to navigate the watery realms of emotion and intuition. And it's okay to sit back on your throne, rest on your laurels for a moment, because new beginnings are happening and new beginnings are here. So for those of us who have been feeling like things have slowed down, it's supposed to. It's okay. It's the end of winter in the Northern Hemisphere. Don't worry about it. It's going to speed back up again. And just be taking in this time right now is a very psychic time. It's an imaginatory time. Take it all in. Take it all in. So the next question I've got was about anyone in their love life during retrograde. We got Jupiter retrograde in Cancer and Mercury retrograde in Pisces. Love life for people. Okay, so this is don't invest yet. You have, like sometimes we think about people that aren't in our lives anymore and we want to bring them back, or we think about situations that are over, that we've walked away from, and we miss the good parts. And the nostalgia makes us want to go back. And maybe we've grown a lot since then, from the time that was a reality in our life. This is seeing like some situations it's good to go back. You can reunite, but not right now. Right now, don't invest too much. It's okay to be like, hey, how you doing? Been thinking about you. I'd love to, catch up with you sometime. But Mercury's in retrograde for like another couple of weeks or so. So wait till like April, at least. Wait till April. If you're feeling it now, you'll still feel it in April. Give it a little time. Stay grounded. Keep yourself grounded. Keep your gifts close to your heart. You have a lot to give, and now is the time to hold. Just hold your cards for now, and revisit it later. Yeah, whatever that situation is. Okay. And then people are having all kinds of dreams right now because of Pisces season and all that jazz. And so what's going on with that? I'm also going to ask about health. Okay, so people are having all kinds of dreams right now. What's going on with that? Um, your subconscious, your unconscious is working hard, and it's building for the new. So while you're busy working, you might not notice the things that are happening around you as consciously as you want to. So your brain's going to bring up things that it was like, hey, you kind of missed this little thing throughout the day. Why don't you examine it? Sometimes because everything's in retrograde, so much is in retrograde right now, and there's some conjunctions with Chiron, which has to do with owies that we had when we were young, and how we got through those owies, and how we can help other people get through the same kind of owies now because we've been there. Well, that's the hard work that, like, you become the wounded healer in some ways. So it's like the hard work, like you can recreate what helped you heal for other people, or you can revisit that. It's a little bit of work with the dream life and the dreams that you're having at night. You might be having work anxiety dreams. If there's a dream that's a recurring dream, that's usually a nightmare, but you've already solved it before and you've made it had a happy ending in the past, just know that, like, this is just a habit. It's just you doing the same thing over and over and over again, and that's okay. But it's not necessarily something to, like, focus on. But it might be a good idea to, like, write down some of your dreams right now, because we're about to embark on a whole new chapter, a whole new world, and things are going to be speeding up. So there might be some wisdom in there. If you want to do a little dream work, try jotting down some of those things. You don't even have to necessarily write the things. You can just get the phone recorder out, like the recorder on your phone, or and just, like, speak what you just dreamt about. And it's good to just speak the dream and not analyze it when you're first recording it. It's definitely a dream time. You might be dreaming about new jobs, or new business, or you might be just kind of completing things that have to do with material matters. You might be wrapping things up too, but you're definitely skilled craftsman at whatever it is that is coming up for you in your dream life. I'm going to ask about health because we just had this eclipse in Virgo that we've just been through, and an eclipse in Virgo can bring that, like, red shadowy, like, glow, and that can shake our root chakra into, like, thinking our very survival, like feeling our very survival is shaken or what have you. So for anyone concerned about health stuff, let's go ahead and go for that. All right. So I'm going to take a look because this came out upside down, and a lot of the cards are upside down. Okay. So I'm just going to read it right side up because most of the cards are in the same direction anyway. But I will give you a little bit of the upside down reversal. So the Hierophant is just like, do what you know. There's a certain way that things have been going all along. The Hierophant is like a pope. So you can glean from this image what you will, what comes up for you when you see this image. Do you get, like, all of the all of the salacious, like, details that have been coming forth in regards to, like, this sort of, like, power over structure? Or do you, when you see this, think, like, tradition? This could also represent tradition. Do what you know works for you in regards to your health. This is a major arcana card, so it's not necessarily actions that any actions that you're taking in regards to this. It's kind of like this is more fated. So, like, it's kind of just like the way things are going is the way things are going, and that's just how it is at this time. but do what you know. Do what you know is best. Sorry, there wasn't a whole lot there. I'm going to draw a clarifier card for that one. Because that's like, what can people do individually if they've got like concerns about their health right now with that? I think it's just, yeah, I'm really seeing a lot of like, is it true? Is it true? Challenge it mentally. Is it true? Play devil's advocate. Remember, like, Mercury's in retrograde right now, and we've got like some Chiron aspects, and Cancer in retrograde with Jupiter is like expanding. All of these things from from history that have happened before, we might think are happening again, but they're not necessarily. So challenge your thoughts right now, and that's not legal medical advice, of course. You know, this is just for fun. What other kind of questions am I thinking? Oh, love life. I don't know why, but I think people want to know about love life. Well, Aries just moved, Venus just moved into Aries today. Did you feel the shift? Like there's so much more energy all of a sudden. Okay, that is not, I was like pulling this as I said it, but this isn't actually like a tarot card, but this is kind of like Venus and Aries. It's like, oh, it's so fresh all of a sudden. It's warmer because Aries is fire. Love lives for people. Oh, okay. So this is not a time to resurrect things from the past. I think we already kind of covered this topic right now during all these retrogrades. It's not a time to be pulling up things from the past yet. Use your discernment. The Judgment card is a very Virgo type card, so use your discernment. Hold back. And spend the time like the Queen of Cups card showed you, where you sit on your throne, being the queen that you are, and look at your dreams and your wishes and your desires and what do you really want for your life. You still got a couple more weeks of that going. I wonder what other kind of questions people might have. You are going to start feeling better, more than likely, about anything that's feeling sluggish or anything like that right now, because things are going to speed up later. What else? Creative projects, like slow and steady wins the race. Don't stop completely just because things feel more tiresome right now. In a couple weeks, things are going to speed up and you'll be grateful for anything that you did. You don't need to have to play total catch up later. What else? Let me think. So the Cancer in Jupiter retrograding through Cancer, right back into like the teen degrees. So it's at a high degree. It's moving towards the teen degrees. We're already there. So we've been very much at like feeling the emotions for the collective, and now we're getting more down to like, how do we pull this in to like our neighborhoods and our communities, and how do we take what we saw way out there and bring it back home, and while still being aware of history and psychic intuition and pattern recognition and the messages with people that are dealing with like, you know, family lineage stuff, family stuff, lineage stuff, old stuff that has come up for review and healing. What do we got to say? The world's your oyster. You've got the world in your hands. You can overlook your kingdom and decide what you want to do with it. You can even look off to the horizon and jump ship if you chose to. But no matter what, you've staked your claim to some degree. You're in your castle overlooking the kingdom. You've made it there, and the world's in your hands. you know, you're at the very beginning of a growth journey. So, um, all is well. All right. I hope this was useful and, or not. If it wasn't, it wasn't, but maybe there are some messages that some of y'all might have gotten from that. Personally, I've been pretty sleepy. I have a lot of Pisces in my chart. Um, and I have a high degree of Cancer in Saturn, so it's been, and then I've also had a conjunction with Chiron. For anybody who knows anything of what that means, it just means for me, I've had like a week or so where it's felt like I'm walking through water or treading through the ocean, like, you know, um, and it's been good. I've been creative, but I've had to sleep like a lot more. I've had to rest. You know, you can get sleepy when you're at the ocean's edge because it just has this way of lulling you, and that's okay. You know, like it's not always a time to go, go, go. Sometimes it's a time to take it slower, and that's perfectly okay for anyone else that's going through that. And yeah, cheers to Pisces season and these retrogrades, and I'll see you on the other side.